Hey guys, it's Teatime here and welcome to a brand new speed build. This time we are making a community lot. Yes, I don't think I've actually made a community lot on my channel before, which is very bizarre because I do make them. This one is a gym and is for a very specific project by TeatimeSimmer. They are making basically a big base game save file with lots created by a bunch of different content creators and simmers, and yeah, that should be good when it's finished. That's going to be really really useful to a lot of people, I think. And anyway, I did get contacted to maybe do something, and I thought, hey, I'll try a community lot because I just sort of felt a little bit inspired to do something that felt just a little touch maybe Tuscan and yeah, I feel like there's a sort of style that is seen in Oasis Springs that I sort of wanted to have a go at that I haven't really had a go at before. And so I did make this gym, and in the end I really love it. It is very open, there's a lot of air that flows through, and I tried a couple of new things that I haven't tried before, and they kind of look cool. So anyway, you can let me know what you think as we go. Leave your comments down below. I do love knowing what you guys think of everything I'm doing. But I will leave the links down below to TeatimeSimmer's YouTube, Twitter, and gallery ID, I think, to so if you want to follow the project as it goes, you can get onto them and see how it's going. But it should be super awesome once it's done. Anyway, this is my gym. Like I said, it's sort of a Tuscan style, a little bit like some of the houses that are around. I mean, Oasis Springs has a mix between this sort of, I'm not even sure what you call it. I've been calling it Tuscan. I don't know if that's correct. Yeah, so this style and I guess mid-century modern is the other one that I'm thinking. So I do like making homes for some of the other lots and areas in Oasis Springs that quite often they do end up modern to mid-century modern. Anyway, for this build I do try a few new things. So I'm using a lot of archways, and I think I have like 5, well, there's a bunch of doorways, doors inside the bathroom area. Other than that, everything is open. It does have a pool for the gym users, gym members, whatever you want to call them, and it has a main gym area and then a reception area and the bathrooms. So it is beautiful and very useful. It is usable. I have checked. I believe most of it's usable. I hope I haven't missed something. The bathrooms are all unisex. It's got a common little area, as you will see, and these roofings that I do love. I have looked up a lot of images to try and get this right, and I think it turns out okay in the end, but you can let me know what you think it actually looks like. I don't know if Tuscan's the right word, like I said. I do love this beautiful red roof and those what's the word, rendered walls, and rendered, I think that's right, and exposed brick and painted brick and whitewash and things like that. It's all in the area, and I do use basically those sort of styles. I am making like a little balcony at the top here. I put a bunch of hedges around up the top to sort of decorate those windows, so they're not really doorway arches in the end. That's definitely not their function. But yeah, you'll see from the outside it does look very green on the inside, which is rather nice. And on the inside, I do end up doing some little fences all the way across to hang some fans from. So it's basically the whole build to me is really airy feeling. Like I guess sitting right next to the actual Oasis in Oasis Springs in this area, I thought it was really nice to, I guess, gather any of a breeze that would be flowing across that water. It might be one of the only cooler breezes in the area, and so I thought that was, I mean, if I was going to a gym, I feel like that would feel really nice. But like I have said, these are all base game builds that are going to be in that save file. This is a base game build. Yes, some of the hedges I've used are actually from Island Living. I do fix that, I replace those, but apart from that, everything is from base game. Some of it is by debug and live edit world objects, whatever they're called. As you see, just a few plants and things, but I'm trying not to use too many of those. I'm not sure if it's lagging my game or if it will lag your game. It could just be that my computer needs an update and an upgrade as to why my things are lagging. But yes, you'll see some of the footage here is a bit choppy, like it has been lately. I am going to do some work on my PC, I think. It is not running right. Which is really annoying. I had to actually cut a chunk of footage at the end of this video that was basically all the landscaping, and I chopped it because it was unwatchable. It was absolutely unwatchable. But you will see that landscaping in the images at the end, and of course if you download this or use the save file, it will all be there, hopefully. Who's been having the glitch where the terrain disappears, and terrain paint especially? I did so much work on the terrain paint. I wish I could have shown you the footage, but it's just trash. It's just trash. But I did so much work, I did paths, and then I did a little bit of dirt here, and then I changed this to grass and then back to sand, and I was like painting a portrait of a gym's outdoors. I don't know. Anyway, I'm doing something very strange with the wall here, you might have seen. I am doing a tiny little fence and raising the wall right up and using foundation to make the base of that wall. And then I do actually use a live edit object unlock item thing to actually, I guess, change the wall up a bit. I use sort of a brick texture that I found in there that looks really nice. It goes really well with some of those exposed whitewashed brick sort of textures that are on some of the walls, and it is something that we just don't have in the actual game, I don't think, that kind of texture, let alone for foundations or walls or anything like that. So yeah, I really do love how that turned out in the end. I really wish that for this build I could have done, I guess, a yoga area somewhere for meditation or something like that, but because it is base game I can't. So if you wanted to actually add any of the, is it spa day or fitness? It's spa day. Spa day things to this build. You could add an extra part of a building to maybe put a nice open sort of meditation area. I feel like it would suit it really, really, really well. And if I do stick this in my game, which I probably will, I will probably add that as a feature in, just because it feels very right. Like I said, the whole thing's very open and there's so much sun, and I picture there's a breeze, and yeah, I just feel like that would be like it's a missed opportunity. But I didn't want to sort of fake an area like by putting like just carpets down, I guess. So I guess I did that I left it out instead. I don't know, I don't like faking areas when it's something I'm putting up on the gallery for people to use. I feel like it's pointless. I mean, doing aesthetic things is fun, but I don't know, I just don't do that myself. I'd rather actually have that pack and put actual yoga mats down. But I don't know, other people are different. That's just me, like I said. But yes, you can see this sort of top area is coming into shape now, and I am just working up some of the floor plan, I guess, for some things. I mean, mostly it does stay like this, but I do change up that just a couple of areas, giving, I guess, more space to, I think it's to the gym I give a bit more space, or maybe I take it away. I don't even remember now. Anyway, we're working on the bathrooms and this sort of reception area now. It took me forever to pick a door, so I do cut out a whole heap of footage. You can see the light suddenly turned on or appeared. Yes, I do actually do a closed door in the end. Those are the unisex doors to the bathrooms, because there's just no reason in my head for Sims to have gender specific bathrooms. For some reason, I don't know, in my head I'm like, yeah, they're Sims, so it just made it easier for everybody to use, unless it's storytelling, I guess. So there are 4 bathrooms, with each with a toilet and a shower and a towel rack, and then there is a sink in the middle section with mirrors, so not so much a big cozy, I guess, locker room or anything. Access your lockers outside, go in, have a shower and get out of the place. That's not the feature of the place. So I mean, it could be, but I feel like that's more of a spa type thing. Oh, it would be so nice putting a spa down here as well. Man, get spa day, guys, get spa day. It's got a fun little feel to it. it's not as good as some packs. Don't get it if you're looking at other things, or especially if you don't have a big budget and you really want Realm of Magic, because that is coming out so soon. It's like in a week. Oh my goodness. What are you guys planning on doing with Realm of Magic? I would love to know. What are you guys wanting to play with? You want to be a witch or a wizard, or are they all just called spellcasters or something? I don't know. Do you want a familiar? What familiar have you seen so far that you like? I don't know. Do we have to have a familiar? I've got so many questions, but yes, live stream is up very soon. May have already been up maybe by the time this video comes out. I am not sure. Anyway, we are actually getting to the final product of these bathrooms. I do take out, yep, that chair is gone, and put in a couple of sinks, and then I put in little shelving units in a sec for towels as well, so it looks like it's got a bit of function to it, but not too in the way of all the actual functionality that the Sims need. So as you can see, I've used a lot of flooring in these areas that's those horrible terracotta tiles and exposed sort of stones and things like that. Those are things that people often don't want to use because they think they're ugly. I personally love them. Yeah, they make things look a little tacky sometimes and dated, but I feel like in this area that's not a bad thing. There's a sense of luxury here, but also a sense of maybe age or something like that. So I felt in the end the color scheme of it fitted really well. I love that red with the sort of yellowish lighting I think you get in Oasis Springs. The sort of tones I think I've used work really well. Yeah, it's hard going with cooler colours in this area. It just doesn't sit as well. Anyway, we are working on the reception area now. I do end up putting a little half-wall box type thing around this. And yeah, some stools and some work things and a few debug items. The thing that I really, really love that I do find is a couple of boxing gloves, which I thought was really cool for flavour. You'll see them come in. Eventually I do find them. There's a bulletin board up. Maybe that's got notes, membership costings, I don't know what, times that trainers are in, you know, the sort of things you'd actually see at a gym. And yeah, so I don't know, I like having these little reception areas. I know I was saying that I don't like those fake areas like a yoga studio when there is no functionality to that, but there is no reception anyway, and I like sort of pretending that there is and that somebody could, I don't know, be here welcoming you in or setting up some appointments or something. Yeah, that's sort of the idea I was going with, and I know that it's unrealistic, and yes, I was just saying I don't really like things that haven't got functionality, but you know, everybody is a contradiction to themselves, so anyway, we're just doing this sort of lattice work up here to sort of move the fans up into it, and I do put a hanging plant in as well from Debug, and it is super cute. I love it. It's so airy, like I said, all this hot air that probably builds up around this area just floats right up and out through the top, and so I don't know, there's a bit of a like I said, a luxury sort of feel, like I think with the airiness of everything. I mean, you'd have to be okay with having all that openness when you're working out, but there are walls around the workout areas, so it's not like it's not private. It just feels at first like it might not be. Yes, changing up these to the modern counters again, they look a little bit more professional, I think, and those other counters looked a bit too old, and I didn't want everything to have too much of an aged look. Here we are doing those brick walls, like I said, from that debug mode. They are really nice. I have trouble using them though, because you can't really, yeah, they don't really have the right sizes and shapes of most things, and it's a bit hard to use, but I did I did figure that out in the end, and I think it does look really good. Yeah, do have a look in the actual build. I mean, if you want to go and check it out on the gallery, I have tagged it for the save file, but also it is under my usual tag. It's just my origin ID is just TeatimeSimmer, super simple. Go in and have a look, and yeah, tell me what you think of those walls. If you think that's a good idea or not. Anyway, making a little car park out the back. I haven't finished it. I go back and finish that in a sec, and I really like how it turns out. I use a couple of drain sort of items on the floor, like yeah, to create sort of a fake drainage situation. It actually ends up looking good. Like, it's funny how you can do just a couple of really small things to add detail that make the whole thing seem so much more alive, without really needing to go over the top. And that's sort of what I do. Like, I really, 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 really appreciate a lot of detail that people put into their builds, but I myself kind of don't quite have the patience or time to do that, especially not for things that I'm actually making a video of. If I was doing something in my own time that was a big project, maybe, but I don't have the patience to, like, I've got okay patience, but not that patience. Specifically, like, I want to actually play the game as well. I'm not solely a builder. Like, I do have a current household, like, I'm playing. I love the game itself, but building has been my favorite thing for a very long time. And so I guess that's a lot of what I do put up on the channel. Anyway, if you haven't seen, I do have a new series out. New LP, Raising the Rainbow 7. Go have a look. It is... Again, the footage is a little choppy. I don't know. I'm trying to fix my computer, guys. If you can put up with it for, I don't know how long this is going to last. Not long. I promise you, not long. That would be lovely. Just so I still feel like I'm getting support. just the feeling of it sometimes is enough to keep you going through tough things. I've just had one problem after the other with my computer, and my daughter's sick, and she just started swimming lessons today, so no doubt she swallowed a whole heap of disgusting public pool water, and she'll probably get sick again. And I'm just trying to find ways to work around these things, because I want to keep this consistent so badly. I love doing this, and I love you guys, and I love the interactions, and I don't know, I get stuck at times just with life, because life does that, especially when you've got a kid. It is there. It is consistent and perpetual, and but yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna figure out how to do this. Despite all that, I'm going to figure out how to do this consistently, because I really want to. And yeah, for the people that do sub, I want you to see content regularly, so you feel like you pushed a button for a bit of a purpose, at least, rather than me coming and going all the time. Yeah, and I don't know, I don't want to be one of those people. Anyway, really, 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 really love this gym area. I love the wooden flooring. I'm pretty sure that's base game. I might have to double check some things before I put it up on the gallery. If it's not, just change it. It will disappear. But yeah, like I said, I will check it before I upload it. And using, how good is this? These are base game deck chairs. I know, I love it. So if you don't have island living, you can still drown by the pool and have a nice relaxing day. Anyway, the build is coming to an end now. You'll see the landscaping at the end. I'm sorry, I don't have it as footage. It just wasn't working. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the build. Do like and subscribe if you like what you're seeing. Check out the screenshots and let me know in the comments what you think. Do go check out the project as well from TeatimeSimmer, and I will see you guys next time.